The idea of profit share is not a new idea. So an example of how a profit share may work is we have a model called a power pass-through. If the hosting operator has an electricity rate, let's say at 5 cents, typically they would charge you 7 or 8 cents as their margin. It's like a 30–40% markup, right? That includes all the costs to their technicians, their overhead costs, everything associated with that. Understood. Now, what a profit share is, it is the base rate of electricity, let's say it's at 5 cents, and then it's a split of everything on top of that. So, for one ASIC in a given day, if you were to generate revenue, you may generate enough revenue that pays the electricity price for the ASIC and also generates profit on a daily basis, right? Your whole goal is to be profitable in your business and also to accumulate Bitcoin, right? So the way this works is you would pay the base rate of electricity and you would split everything over that. Now, before we go any further, does anyone have any questions here? Great. So, the reason why this is a very unique way, but a great way that we see the industry moving forward, something that we're enabling, is that there's no billing reconciliation nightmares. The way a lot of this works is you're able to net the amount of value that you're supposed to pay the operator on a daily basis from the hash rate itself, not after. So imagine, instead of paying an electricity contract, it's about like $2,500 per year per ASIC, just to give you guys an idea of what the numbers are. Instead of putting that up front or paying that on a monthly basis, it's netted from your proceeds every single day. So you don't have to rebill it. You don't have to identify what the uptime downtime was, because the incentives are aligned. See, if you're doing a flat fee contract, you get your money as a hosting operator, but the customer has to fight to get their money back, right? In a profit share model, the incentives are aligned for both parties to get what they're looking for. For the operator to make sure that their ASICs stay hashing, and the customer to make sure they send good quality equipment, right? And if you don't have those incentives aligned, you have challenges with long-term engagements and long-term relationships. So one of the other big things is that as we go through the halving, and also we go through different scenarios, which I'll go through in just a moment, of Bitcoin going up or going down or being stagnant, you may not be profitable through all those scenarios. Difficulty may continue growing, the difficulty rate in the network. And if the difficulty continues growing, you're not going to generate the same amount of Bitcoin. So even if Bitcoin stays flat and the difficulty rate goes up, you become unprofitable. But how do you make sure, just through contracts, that both parties have a risk associated with it, and both parties have incentives to make sure your ASICs are running? It's through a model like profit share.